Today I'm going to show you how to make this cute decorative macrame witch hat. This is an easy beginner project. You can play around with the colors, you can have fun and make sure your hat goes straight. You can just give it a little curve to it once you're done, and even add these cute little Halloween decorations. This is just a spider ring that I just stuck right inside the hat. For this project, I am going to be using a 3mm 3-ply cotton macrame cord from Nook Theory. This is the color olive that I'll be using. I have also created it in their color of burnt orange and mustard. So these colors just complement each other very nicely for these hats, and I love the way that they look. For this project, you will need to cut one cord at 105 inches, 2 cords at 60 inches, 3 cords at 40 inches, 3 cords at 30 inches, 2 cords at 20, and 1 cord at 15 inches. I will also be using just a push pin to work on my project. I also do have a macrame foam board, so if you have one of these, it really helps. And at the end, I am also going to be using a crochet hook. So mine's just a size 3.75mm. This is just to weave in the very ends of your hat. So let's get started. To start, you're going to take your one cord at 105 inches. You're going to fold it evenly in half like this. And then right when you're in the center, just go ahead and cross them and lay it down. This is where I'm going to use my push pins to just keep the cord in place. Next, take both your cords that you have cut at 60 inches and you are going to fold them in half and attach them to the center of these 2 cords right here in your circle, tying a reverse lark's head knot. So fold it in half. You're going to go underneath the 2 cords, over the top of them, and pull your cords through that loop. And go ahead and tighten it. And you're going to repeat one more time with that last cord that you have cut at 60 inches. And tighten it. You can then take your pins off. Make sure they're really tightened on there. And then you're going to pull evenly from each one of these cords to close up that circle. So I like to just pull and then pull the other side. And that's going to close up that circle. And that is what it will look like. Next, go ahead and turn your work so that way the 2 cords you attached, one's going to go to the right, one's going to go to the left, and you have the individual ones here. This is where it will help. You can take your push pin, and I'm just going to push it anywhere on there just to secure it down. Using the first individual cord to the left right here, you're going to tie, this will be your filler cord. You're going to go around this way and tie 5 double half hitch knots. So this will be your filler, and you'll use the next cord to the right to tie your first double half hitch. You'll bring it over your filler cord, through that loop to the left, and pull the left cord. Finish it off by repeating over, through the loop, and pull. So that's one. Then just move on to the next cord. Now that you have 5, this is where I take the push pin out. This is what it will look like. Take the tip of your scissors. I'm just going to press the bottom of this to push it out, just like this. That makes that tip of your witch hat come out. Once you have pushed the top part out, you're just going to place it back on your board, take a pin, and just secure it down. And you're going to repeat the same steps using that filler cord, the same one. You're going to tie 5 more double half hitches around. And you do want to make sure that while you're tying them, you are getting them tight and right up next to that first row. You do not want gaps between it, so make sure it is tight right there. Sometimes you will have to pull your pin out and adjust where it's at. And that is 5. So this is what it's going to look like so far. I'm just going to pin it back in place. Next, you're going to grab one of your cords that is at 40 inches, fold it in half, and you're going to attach it to your filler cord, tying a reverse lark's head knot. So fold it in half, find your filler cord, and just attach it right here. Put it up tight, and then you're going to slide it all the way next to your last one. Once you have that on there, you are then going to tie 7 double half hitches all the way around. And 7. Here's what it will look like. So you're just repeating the same thing, pretty much, making sure to keep your knots tight to your previous row. So you've added one of your 40-inch cords. Next, you're going to take another 40-inch cord, attach it the same way to your filler, tying a reverse lark's head knot. And you are going to tie 9 double half hitches this time. So when you are making this hat, if you are using a foam board or any pins, you can just pin each row, or you could pin it down sideways like this. I will do that eventually because you're going to want to make sure that your rows are snug against each other. So go ahead and start tying your 9 double half hitches. I am going to put it back for these next few rows though. and 9. Next, go ahead and take your very last cord at 40 inches and again attach it to your filler cord, tying a reverse lark's head knot. Once you've attached the last 40-inch cord, you are then going to tie 17 double half hitches around. And 17. So here's what it's going to look like so far. After 17, I just kind of stick my finger in there, shape it a little bit, stretch out the bottom, and here's what you have so far. I'm just going to pin it back down. Next, you're going to grab one of your cords at 30 inches. Same thing, attach it to your filler cord, and you are going to tie 9 double half hitches. Once you have attached your 30-inch cord, you then will tie 9 double half hitches around. So be careful because sometimes the cord will be a little further back, so make sure you grab the one right next to it and tie 9. And 9. This is what it looks like after you have tied your 9. You're then going to take your second 30-inch cord, attach it to your filler, tying a reverse lark's head knot, and this time you will tie 16 double half hitches around. And 16. So you'll notice that your hat is starting to get wider, and you will now take the last cord at 30 inches. Again, attach it, tying a reverse lark's head knot to your filler cord, and for this row you are going to tie 9 double half hitches. So again, sometimes the cords hide behind once you attach it. Make sure you do grab that very next one. And for this row, tie 9. And 9. Here's what it will look like after you've used all of your 30-inch cords. This time you are now going to grab one of your 20-inch cords. You are going to attach it same way, tie a reverse lark's head knot to that filler cord you've been using, and this time you are going to tie 20 double half hitches. So attach your cord, make sure that you do grab the one right next to it. It will be kind of a tight fit at first. Once you have it on there, go ahead and tie your 20 double half hitches around, and we will be back. And 20 double half hitches. And this is what it's going to look like. You'll start to notice it does have a little curve to it, just to give it that little shape. And you will then take your last cord at 20 inches, repeat tying it onto your filler with a reverse lark's head knot, and this time you will tie 10 double half hitches around. And tie 10. And 10. This is what it's going to look like after that 10th row. You can just kind of put your finger in there, shape it, Now again, this pattern, it does have a slight curve to it, but that's how I like these little hats. I think they're really cute when they are not perfectly straight and they've got this cute little bow to them. So if that's what yours looks like, you are on the right path. Now you're going to take your very last cord. This is at 15 inches. Attach it to your filler. Same thing, reverse lark's head knot. Just like that. And for this one, I'm actually going to set it up straight. So I'm going to put the cords how they should be. And where the filler cord should be. And this is going to be your last cord that you attach. I'm going to take my push pin and just push it into the side just to help keep it secure. So make sure that your last one is tight up there. And with that last cord, now you are going to tie 30 double half hitches around. So grab your filler. I'm just going to use another push pin to keep it down. And you are going to work on the brim of the hat, so this part right here, and tie 30 double half hitches. And 30. Here is what it's going to be looking like. Kind of adjust it. Now you're going to take your scissors and trim. You do want to leave about 1.5 inches length because you are going to weave it in. So go ahead and take your scissors and trim about 1.5 inches all the way around. This is what it will look like. Go ahead and take any second color that you like. This is optional, but I'm going to add it just like I did here around the brim. So I cut a cord at 10 inches long. I'm gonna find where here's my back and where I ended it. And I'm gonna use that as the back. So I'm going to make sure I like where my cord is. I'm gonna place it, between the second bottom row. And this is where I'm then going to take my crochet hook. So I'm going to stick my hook through and just pull the cord through. So once you got that through, you're going to go through it again and pull the other side through. Like that. Go ahead and take the inside and tie a overhand knot. I'm going to actually double knot it, so do one more. And then you can trim up those. And here is what it looks like right now. Now we're going to work on weaving the ends through the back. So you're going to take your crochet hook or whatever hook works for you. And not this spot, but you'll notice that there's one little row below on all the way around. And you're going to take your hook and put it through, grab, and just bring it through, just like that. And now there are some spots where maybe you attached a new cord where you might have to put two within one of those loops, but it will work, it will go through. So just move on to the next. We're gonna go through it. Again, just grab and pull it through. And you're going to do that all the way around your hat. Now for that last one too, I am going to put it through the exact same one I just pulled that previous one through. And you can trim up the cords and add a little bit of glue to them if you want. I just go ahead and tuck them in the hat. And here is your witch's hat. You can twist it, put it up straight if you want. And then if you would like to, and you have these little spider rings, what I did was I just kind of stuck each one of these through the hat. And you can do it in the back where it meets, or even up here. I'm just going to stick it through. Spider on your hat, and that's what's fun about this, is that you can just take it off. I hope you loved this tutorial, and thank you for watching. Have fun playing around with all your different hats and enjoy crafting. Thank you for watching.